One of the most important things in this living journey that should never be compromised, it is your peace of mind. Never compromise your peace of mind. You know, after going through so many storms, and I'm just speaking in general, I'm just not only talking about oneself. I'm speaking directly to you and I and our struggles in order to go through a whole lot of storms and complications to the point to where we have finally reached that time in our living journey of where we can actually have peace of mind so that we can heal, so we can get our minds together and allow ourselves to heal and to move forward towards our own personal objectives. Because without peace of mind, you're not going to be successful in any area of your living journey. Not too long ago, I caught myself helping an ex-girlfriend of mine who told me that she was going to be homeless. And so I told her that she was able to stay where I'm at until she get on her feet. You know, she was telling me that my housing is coming in and all of that. So, you know, we've heard all of those things before. And there are some people that struggle and suffer that condition. I mean, that's part of the living journey, no matter what status of life that you're in. But one primary status that I'm pretty much aware of that we all are in is the living journey. You know, we have this bad habit of allowing ourselves to think in a fragmented type fashion because of the certain statuses of this living journey. Making it, I've made it, I'm struggling, and all of that. I look at the living journey as a state of being for all of us, regardless of our conditions, you might as well say. There's only really one condition, and that we're all a part of this movement that is called life. So I allowed her to come over here. And I had doubted it at first, especially towards the last 2 days because after going through so much, these past, you might as well say 5 years, I wanted to just be alone, heal from my times in Georgia, get my head back together, and focus on my writing and everything. And so, not too long ago, what led up to this? Not too long ago, I was visiting a friend of mine in North Las Vegas, and as I was walking to my car, this young lady had came up to me, and she was trying to flirt with me and everything. This was a area. It was a street called Bonanza, and she had recognized me back from when I was driving a bus, and so she was talking to me, saying that I've always wanted to date you, but I was underage at the time, and so she asked me, "What are you doing over here?" And I was telling her that I was over there visiting a friend, and she said, "I know a woman over here. She said she used to go with you." And I'm like, "Who is this person?" She said her name was Nicole. Now, strangely, the woman that I'm helping, that I used to help out, who I used to go with, that's what her name was. And I'm like, yeah, it's a Creole woman, kind of dark skinned, thin. I gave her the description. She said, yeah, but she passed away not too long ago. I'm like, really? She said, yeah. So I told her, I'm like, wow, that's terrible. And I asked her, I said, well, what did she pass away from? She said she's really not sure. She said, but all she knows is that she's passed away. And so I told her, okay. And so I told her, I said, well, I'll talk with you later. Because, that kind of shook me, So after a while, I got on Facebook and I was on some of Nicole's Facebook accounts. And I noticed she had 3 Facebook accounts that were inactive. And so I sent her a message to all of those Facebook accounts just to see if I can get some type of response to confirm what I was told. I didn't get any response from the ones that had her first and last name in order. And so after time, I let it go. And 6 months later, I saw that she had a new account, and I looked on there and I noticed that account was active. But when I looked at the title, she gave her last name first and her first name last. I'm like, oh, okay, this is the reason why I couldn't find it. And so I sent a message to that one, and I got a response on her. And so due to the fact that our relationship didn't end on good terms, we started communicating back, and I was explaining some things to her, and she had explained some things to me. And so I had found out that she had an operation on her stomach, because she had some issues with her abdomen area. And she was to tell me that the older guy who she moved out of to move with me in our relationship, because she brought her daughter with her too. Her daughter was like 8 months pregnant. This was the type of woman. She was very manipulative. She was very calculating. And so in time, before I knew it, her daughter was in the kitchen mopping the floor and all. I'm like, oh, okay, I see. but I could go through that whole experience and it would be considered kind of odd and even kind of common. But after we discussed all of that, we reconciled our differences. I think it was like 2 months later, she sent me a text and she said that I'm going to be homeless next month. She said, is there anything you can do to help me? Now, by me being so happy that she was still alive and we reconciled our differences, and by me not too long ago suffering that same plight, I told her, you can come here. I got you. So I ended up going over there, picking her up. I brought her over here. And we was getting along. We wasn't sleeping together or anything like that. But I come to find out after close observation that she's doing drugs. There's a street that I work on every night called Boulder Highway. And so a few nights I was riding, working a route, and then one night she gets on the bus and she rides all the way down to the street called Boulder Highway in Russell when it's nothing but drug users down there. That's all that's down there. And I'm not the type of man, I'm not going to ask any questions because that doesn't do anything but put a person in the position to tell lies. And so I'm questioning, like, what the hell is she doing down here on Boulder Highway in Russell? And as time went on, I would come home and it was weed, smoke, and it was another smell along with weed to where I detected this smells kind of like meth, weed and meth mixed. And it was one morning, my place reeked with that smell to the point where I could barely breathe. I had to open up the door. I'm like, what the hell have you been smoking up? And she said, that's just weed. I'm like, no, this don't smell just like weed. She said, well, you told me, you didn't mind me smoking weed in your place, but this wasn't weed. And the weed that I didn't mind was the weed that people get from these dispensaries, because she's going through some pain issues. According to her and a whole lot of people, marijuana helps with pain. So as time went on, I noticed she would tweak a whole lot. And she started making friends with people over here where I'm living. And the friends that she were making were drug users. I live over here in the UNLV area. It's not a bad area. It's just that since Babylon has legalized marijuana, we have a lot of users over here. And these are college students. I live over here along with the college students. And so as time went on, I just didn't want to hear no. I just wanted her gone, because this just wasn't, it's not my lifestyle, regardless if it's been made legal or not. I don't care. That's not my lifestyle. I don't want it around me. And it had gotten to the point to where I couldn't write anymore. I couldn't make videos anymore. I just wanted her gone. And so not too long ago, I get home. And that was the video that I put in front of this one. And I noticed like the slightest movement, you saw the video. And so when I approached her, I said, what the hell is this? She said, I'm shaking myself to sleep. Shaking yourself to sleep. And I had just got fed up. I'm like, you know what? Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out. Give me my keys. Get the hell out of here. Because I felt like I had compromised my own peace of mind long enough. I'm making this video because this experience reminded me of how very important your peace of mind is. And in case someone is leading towards a condition like this or are currently in a situation like this, you must absolutely know the importance of what peace of mind is. Never compromise your peace of mind, because people will use you, and it's gotten to the point to where you can't tell anybody how you feel about them, because they will use your love, they will use your concerns, and they will use anything and everything in order to manipulate you and to end up using you. And you will fall for compromising your peace of mind, trying to create a peaceful environment for someone else. It is nothing wrong in these days and time to be absolutely selfish. And if it's one thing that you had better understand that you must be selfish with, is your peace of mind, because you're not going to gain anything in your life if you compromise your peace of mind. And you're not going to maintain anything in your life if you compromise your peace of mind. Your peace of mind is the most important thing in life. It is not how much money you make, because it really doesn't matter how wealthy you become. If you don't have a peace of mind, you're poor, bro or sis. It really doesn't matter. You can sit up with a $310 billion. It doesn't matter if you don't have peace of mind. And if it's one thing that can complicate your life, the one thing that can complicate your life the most, and the one thing that will make you sick the most, it's not COVID, it's not the flu, it's not pneumonia, it's not any virus or sickness out here. It is people will make you sick because of their sick thinking and their sick intentions. Never compromise your peace of mind, because compromising your peace of mind, to me, if there's anything that is suicidal, is the compromise of your peace of mind. Never compromise your peace of mind. Some people can't be helped. Some people can't be redeemed. You have to be very careful not to be manipulated by your compassion, your love and your compassion, because you have people like her who will listen to your words and they'll say, oh, since he cared, since he thought I was dead and everything. It's easy to manipulate you. Now I can get out of this situation and get into a better situation from a man who's not charging me any rent, from a man who's not asking me for anything. He's just believing the bullshit that I told him. And as long as I'm here, I'm gonna milk him dry of everything, of his compassion, all of those things. Since he's not asking me for anything, I ain't gonna try to do anything. You have people out here who will use you until they use you up, until you don't have anything to give them. And they'll go somewhere else to use until they use them up. While after they've used you up, and now you don't have anything anymore. Along with your peace of mind. You don't have peace of mind, you don't have a place. You're back to sleeping in your car. All of those things. So be careful. I didn't intend this video to be so long, but just wanted to share that right quick. I'm very tired right now, but I'm happy to have my peace back, my place to myself and everything. Never compromise your peace of mind. Never. No matter what condition someone else is in, you go right along and you be selfish and you keep your peace of mind. Because we're living in dark times and it's getting darker, and people will lie about their intentions and their situation. They're only going to tell you a little bit, but they're not going to tell you everything, as you saw in that video. So everyone have a good night. Stay human. Peace.